The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's LaBelle. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Running it back, it's Nicholson. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So USC's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement of play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Makes the catch. It's Slater. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's LaBelle. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Quarterback adapting. He fires it out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Nicholson. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, maybe.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
1st downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Slater. Quick spin on the ride. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The toss sweep to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Nicholson. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for the big play. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to attack. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
38, Arizona State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, it's LaBelle. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Pressure coming. Got his man to the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Still looking on the move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw, it's LaBelle. Looking for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense getting set for 1st down. On the run, it's Slater. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, give on the inside. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's LaBelle. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dobbs. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown USC. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Catch in the middle. It's Wells. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. The give and tick, 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 tick. At midfield, he's got room. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Going with the ground game left. Still running at the 40. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man, it's Hess. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got it. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. quick touch pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They move the tight end all over. Off the RPO, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.